Well, here we are at Keswick Mill, just outside Norwich. An amazing place actually, and lovely to be able to show it to you today. Unusual because there's nothing else quite like it on the market at the moment. With some 8 bedrooms, it's a listed house, and the accommodation's arranged on 4 floors with an amazing workshop stroke play area on the ground floor. The opportunity to live on an open plan basis on the first floor, and then would you believe it, 2 more floors with lots of bedrooms. Close to Norwich, lovely grounds, and an amazing opportunity for people, and it's been really exciting to be involved in conjunction with our joint agents, my friends Jackson Stopps and staff. And I do hope that we'll find the right buyer who can enjoy this place like my clients have done for the last 10 or 15 years. It's a really special place. The property is approached at the front, and there's a small entrance hall that leads through to the lower ground floor, I suppose we could call it, with all the storage, the workshop area, the garage, and access to the terrace. And then a staircase leads to the first floor and the open plan living. It works really well with the kitchen area linking in with the dining room and a spectacular sitting room with a wood burning stove, and plenty of light with views of the mill pond and countryside as well. So a really special place, particularly at this time of the year, but actually at all times of the year, because there are different views and sensations at every day that you look out of the window, I suppose. It's amazing to think that there's been a property here since Norman times. Perhaps even more amazing to think that there was a working mill as recently as 1976, I think. For me, much of the joy of this place is the open plan style and the fact that you can live in an amazing place with this fantastic sitting room linking in with the dining room and the kitchen, all on the first floor, and with fantastic views of the mill pond that way, the grounds here. They extend to about 2.5 acres, which is ample for something like this. And as I said earlier, the proximity to Norwich and the fact that you can live tucked away in a special place like this, which is so different, I think will appeal to people, and is appealing to people because we've shown a lot of people around. It's finding that right person, really. This room must be the jewel in the crown of the house, I suppose, with the panoramic views all around, lots of light. You can imagine, bearing in mind the time of the year, you can imagine being here on Christmas Day, the wood-burning stove, a feeling of warmth and a lovely atmosphere, actually. It's just one of the many aspects that I like about the house. The space, the character, the period features, and the opportunity to live in a very special place. On the 2nd and 3rd floor, we've got 6 bedrooms, plenty of bathrooms, play areas for children, and the whole thing works really well. It's entirely different from anything most of us see, and that's part of the draw, I think. And couple that with the grounds, the mill pond, the meadow area and the terrace adjoining the back of the property. The whole thing works well and is, I think, a bit of a dream. You should see this place in the summer with all the colour and wild flowers, etc. It's fantastic, really. But in the autumn, here we are in November, it's tremendous as well. That's the lovely thing about our landscape, isn't it? That colours change and everything's nice at different times of the year. This summer house area is a great spot for my clients who love spending time here in the summer by the river, running up towards the mill and then, of course, through and under to the mill pond. I can say so much about this place. I think it's a very tranquil place. The sound of running water has always been something I like anyway, and I think that all of that, coupled with, as I said earlier, the proximity to Norwich, the opportunity to live with a great deal of privacy really, but close to communication routes, gives it a very good plus point really. So looking at it from here, it's a very attractive place. It's amazing to think that there's been a property here for so long. And it's a very different purchase for somebody, but my goodness, I'm sure that when we find the right buyer, they'll live happily ever after. I think that the mill house here would suit so many different people. A family, of course, because you can imagine growing up here, or I can anyway. Some people will need to think about the water issue, but apart from that, there's so much scope to play around, scurry about in the second and third floors and enjoy the grounds. But who knows who's going to buy this property, because it could suit somebody who's coming up from London who wants to live tucked away but close to Norwich. One of the great things about Keswick and Keswick Mill is that you're on your own to a certain extent, but you've got a public footpath that leads to Waitrose and Eton Village. You've got good communication routes with the A11 trunk road. And the access to Norwich is great, because we all love Norwich, don't we? The guide price offers in excess of £1 million, and that's set at that level to show that we're being realistic about what we want to achieve. It's a special place, and we'd love to hear from anybody who wants to follow their dream, really, and live in a place like this, which is different from anything else I've seen. For more information, do please contact me, Peter Horner, at Brown & Co. in Norwich. You can download the catalogue, you can see all the photographs. We'd love to tell you about it, we'd love to show you the property and to tell you why it would be sensible to take that big step.